Okay, let's get this going. I don't have a horse shit. I'm horse shitted out.
Horse shit.
Let's bring our first comic of round 3 to the stage. Get this show rolling here. Everyone, give it up for this comic. He's very funny. He's been all over town. Alex Trumbo.
What's up? El Cid, how are you doing? Okay, I was just listening to him do that tampon joke, and it made me think of this. Do you think that vampires get really turned on by going down on a girl on their period? Is that like food and sex, like all at the same time? Or am I just really gross and nerdy at the same time? I am fucked up, thank you, sir. I got 2 horse shits, and they're both on commercials. Okay, why does Bevmo show the people I least want to get drunk with? That's horseshit! I mean, seriously, like, it'll be like going to a hunting shop and them having a picture of motherfucking Bambi there with like the gigantic eyes, like, shoot me in the face. I don't want to do that to you. I want to do it to some big scary thing that's gonna kill me, you know, or have sex with me. I don't know, something like that. Another horseshit. How come they keep advertising for Sonic Burger here on TV and I can't get to a motherfucking Sonic Burger? It's the biggest cock tease ever. I want some fucking green chili on my burger and I want some ocean water in my hand. Do you guys, is anyone feeling me on ocean water? Do you know this? Okay, I get one in the back. It's Sprite that's colored blue and flavored with coconut. That's gangbusters right there. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but that's the money right there. I mean, I used to live in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I just love that shit. So, but they don't have it out here, but they have it in Bakersfield, so we get all the damn commercials. I've been out here about 10 years, and I used to live in Glendale, and someone was talking about, you know, people being hairy, and they're saying that it's Persians that are hairy. I think it's the Armenians that are hairy. There's a lot of hairy Armenians. I once went to my local photo shop that was right near my shitty house, and I open it up, and I'm looking through there's wedding albums that they've done, and they're like, hey, we can do wedding album, you like, you know? So I'm looking through it, and I'm like, man, these are kind of cool. And I see, and I'm like, unibrow, 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 and I'm like, wow, damn. And then I get to one picture where it's the husband and wife, newlyweds, and they both have their heads touching, like this, and they both have unibrows, and it's just one big one going all the way across. And I wanted to fucking crown them something. I was like, you have their address, I want to tell them that they're champions. But they didn't, they thought I was crazy, much like that guy back there. I also really like watching the movie Showgirls. Someone was talking about Tina Turner. I feel my favorite part about the movie Showgirls is that you can just start singing Private Dancer at any moment, and it just starts to make sense. It just feels really good. And I used to think that song, What's Love Got to Do With It? I used to think that when I was a little kid, I thought that she was saying, what's love but a second handy motion? As in, like, love is like the beat of a second hand. It's really like fast and like really temperamental. And I was like, damn, Tina's speaking some deep shit. But then it was like, it's a second hand emotion. I'm like, I gotta get an emotion from someone else? It sounds kind of gross. And it turns out it was. But when I came out here, when I first came out here, I try to remind myself of this. But like, it seemed like the fucking promised land. You know, like you come out here and the sky is beautiful, and you take like a deep breath, and you're on like a patio somewhere, and you're like, yeah, awesome. It makes me think about like some dude getting in a wagon, you know, like all the way on the East Coast in like ye olden times, and he's like, man, this sucks, it's fucking cold, and I'm just gonna pack it all in a wagon and let's just go, let's just do it. And he's got like an arrow stuck in him from like a Native American shot him, and he's like, fuck, man, and my wife's got dysentery and this sucks. And he like comes over the mountain, he's like, yeah! And he's like writing all his friends, he's like, Ezekiel, man, you should be here, bro, it's really cool. Like, I just invented this little, like, tiny umbrella, and I just, like, threw it in a drink, man. It's awesome. And I got, like, a piece of gold over here. You should not have stopped in Kansas, man. That place sucks. But I initially thought it was really easy to go cross country, you know, because I played the Oregon Trail video game. Did you guys ever play that shit? You feeling me on that? And it was like, you know, like, load up the wagon, get a couple extra wheels and stuff like that. And I was like, this is easy. I could just slap some caulk on my wagon, like, float it down the river rapids, I'm good. But it made me think it was easy. But the one thing, we also played another video game, and it was a runaway slave game. I shit you not. And we played that, and that was hard. That was really hard. I mean, Oregon Trail, they start you off with all this money, and you're sitting there, and you're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna buy some wagon wheels, I got, you know, all my kids fed. You know, in the runaway slave game, it's like, okay, it's 3 in the morning, and you've scraped together some meals from, like, the last 2 nights. You put it in a bag, but it's got holes in it. And you got some string, maybe, you know, go. And like and you're like, go north. And they're like, oh, the dogs are after you. And like, and you're like sleeping in a log, and like you're checking hobo signals in front of houses. Like, does this house, are they gonna rat me out? Do they have a hot wife? I don't know. And then you always get jacked. And I realized, like, if you want to teach something to kids through a video game, you gotta make that shit hard. Because I was like, damn, runaway slaves have it tough. Alright, I'm gonna close with this one bit. Mr. Soundman, I got some music. I work at a restaurant. If you guys don't speak Spanish or listen to a lot of Spanish radio, this might be new to you. Play this song. This is a hit song. This is the song. This is the song. This is yeah, he says some shit. Yeah. I mean, that's it. That's the song. Like, what the fuck? I walked into the kitchen while that song was playing. I thought the fire alarm was going on. I was like, fuck! And he was like, oh no, man, 1, 2, 3, 4, man. And I was like, oh shit. Was he listening to his alarm clock? Was he like, this is some funky ass shit. I'm ready to work. Yo soy trabajo, man. Let's do this. And then he recorded it, bam, hit record. Thank you guys, that's my time. I'm Alex Trumbo. Give it up. We got the soundtrack to that song. That's fucking awesome. Fucking kill my spouse if I had one. It's late, guys. And I'm sick like a dog. Jesus.